What up? What's good? What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs for some more trivia here on a Tuesday night. We are on Sporcle once again, and as you can see, MLB pitching rotations of the 2000s. This is going to be the top 5 pitchers in games started for each team from 2000 to 2009. This is a bit of a longer one. We have 150 names to come up with and 15 minutes, so I won't intro for too long here. But quite frankly, I don't feel confident in this really at all. I want to say my wheelhouse for sports knowledge and trivia is mostly 90s. I feel like the 2000s is probably, I watched more baseball in the 2000s than the 90s just because I was a little bit older. But that doesn't mean my memory is that good, so I guess we'll see. If I can get 50%, I'm going to be happy with that. And, I mean, after all, batting 300 pretty much gets you into the Hall of Fame. So, without any further ado, MLB pitching rotations of the 2000s. I don't feel good about it, but let's give this a go. Alright, so I think I'm going to start with my hometown team, because that's going to be the easiest for me. Pedro Wakefield. R.I.P. to Tim Wakefield. Derek Lowe. Yes, number 1 for the Dodgers was Derek Lowe. I would have never gotten that. Who else in 2000s? I don't think Beckett. Oh, Beckett was around long enough. Never mind. I was going to say I don't think he would have been around long enough, but I was incorrect. I feel like I'm gonna hop around a lot here. Angels, I'm gonna try. Oh, stay on. Some of the bigger names: Mark Mulder, Barry Zito. Oakland had a bunch of them. Tim Hudson. I think Maddox has got to be in there somewhere. Put him in. Lavin and Smoltz as well. Roy Halladay. Take that, boy. The games started is not really of any help to me whatsoever. John Lackey for the Angels, number 1, okay. I might be able to get the number 1s. Randy Johnson, and that's a common name, so that helps. Let's try some common names. No Jackson. Who else we got? Oakland with a few there. Is there an Anderson maybe somewhere? No. It was worth a shot anyways. Nothing for Seattle. Is there any Hernandez? Felix Hernandez and El Duque for the Yankees. Clemens for the Yankees. Probably Pettit for the Yankees as well. Who the heck would be number 1? Game started in the 2000s for the Yankees. I was thinking David Wells. It gave us Kip Wells way down on the bottom for Pittsburgh. Quite frankly, the teams don't really help either. See, I was thinking C.J. Wilson maybe for Texas. It gave us Paul Wilson for the Reds. It's gonna be more about how many names I can think of. Was CeCe around at this point? He was, definitely. Okay, number 1. The Yankees one is gonna bug me. Zach Greinke's been around forever. Number 1 for the Royals. Detroit. Verlander was a rookie in 06. I was not as high on the list as I was thinking for Verlander. Minnesota, Brad Radke. Because that's like literally the only one I can think of. Other than maybe Johan Santana. We'll take that. And then Irvin Santana for the Angels. Yeah, I feel like I might get lucky if I get 50% here. 301 games for the White Sox. Would that be Mark Burley? I don't know how to spell his name. There we go, Mark Burley, okay. Fernandez is a common name, so I thought I would try that to no avail. I'm trying to think of, oh wait a minute, Mike Mussina. That's number 1 for the Yankees. I was thinking maybe Orioles, but I guess he did spend more time with the Yankees in the 2000s. Texas, that's a tough one. Well, this whole quiz is really tough. This might be the most difficult one that I've done here so far. Let's keep jumping around. Jake Peavy maybe for the Padres. Marlins had a bunch. Mets had a bunch. Milwaukee Ben Sheets. Thank you. Maybe Vani Gallardo. No. Totally pulled that out of my butt. Matt Cain. I think Lincecum was after. Jason Schmidt. Not number 1 for San Fran. Wait, Kurt Schilling, Arizona, and that's the last one for Boston. Okay. How did I not have that? I'm not sure. Who else we got? St. Louis, Carpenter. I think those are 2 totally different Chris Carpenters, by the way, for Toronto and St. Louis. Who else was around forever? Wainwright? No. I feel like St. Louis had somebody else at that time that was around forever. Houston. Wait, Oswalt. At some point, very soon here, I'm just going to have to start naming random pitchers. And I mean, like, almost immediately. Because I'm drawing complete blanks on pitchers from the 2000s. I think Scherzer wasn't around at that point. Boy, oh boy, yeah, 50% might be pushing it here on this one for me. Freddie Garcia. I was thinking Chicago White Sox, but that is Seattle. Wait, Kerry Wood was around for a while. And I feel like Mark Pryor was as well. Maybe Carlos Zambrano for the Cubbies here. That was a nice little run there. We'll take that, definitely. Dan Herron for someone. Oakland? Oakland it is. Who's the guy that threw the no-no? Braden. It was Dallas Braden, yeah. He is not listed, however. See, these aren't even necessarily, like, good pitchers, which makes it tough because it's literally just games started. And I don't know, maybe I didn't watch as much baseball at that time as I thought. I'm trying to remember who else the Rays had on their staff, like that 07, 08 area when they were finally starting to be good. The only one I could think of was Matt Moore. I think that was even after that. Well, I am doing so poorly here. Worse than I thought. Let's try Sanchez. No, I was thinking maybe Anibal Sanchez. Avery was not around anymore at that point, so that's useless. Cliff Lee, maybe? I don't know if that was actually Cliff Lee that it gave me. Where'd that show up? Yeah, Cliff Lee for Cleveland. Okay, I was thinking Philly. Who the hell else did Philly have at that point? Oh, this quiz is brutal. I don't even know. I doubt I'm going to go through this full 15 minutes here. I really, really doubt it. Only got one for Baltimore. None for Texas. I don't know why I said it that way. None for Philly. None for Colorado. Would it be Ubaldo, maybe? Okay, he's listed. De La Rosa, no. I can't even remember who they had on those staffs. I mean, they went to the series in 07 against the Sox. But the only one the Rockies had that I remembered was Ubaldo. For the life of me, I can't think of who else was on their staff. It doesn't help that it was a sweep, and the Rockies didn't really make that a close series at all. Well, let's try Bartolo Colon. Should be on there somewhere, and he is not. That's pretty surprising. I don't want to give up too early, because then there will be a bunch of names. There's no Smith. There will be a bunch of names that I'll be like, oh, I should have had that. Trying the common names, like Woody Williams, I would have never gotten that. And that was the only Williams, so that didn't help at all. Dontrelle Willis, thank you. That made Woody Williams made me think of Dontrelle Willis for some reason. Number 1 for the Marlins. I can't even really remember from just like baseball cards of this era. Maybe Esteban Loaiza? I don't even know how to spell his name. No clue. He might be on here, but I don't know how to spell it. Lima, nothing. Mesa, nothing. Damn, this one is brutal. I'm thinking about throwing the towel in already. 5 minutes left to go. I got nothing. My brain keeps wanting to go back to the 90s. Like, I'm not even thinking of guys that would have still been around from the 90s at this point. Maybe try and go through my mental Rolodex of who's in the Hall of Fame. There's got to be a big name I'm missing, right? You would think. I mean, there are some, but they're not starting pitchers. Let's try. No, Dice K wouldn't do anything. I already got all of Boston. Peralta. Random names is the game plan at this point. This is bad. I'm actually embarrassed. I think I'm gonna throw in the towel here. I am ashamed that I did this terribly, but I got nothing, and I'm kind of curious to see which big names I forgot about. So I guess I'm throwing in the towel. Let's see who I forgot. Alright, so I got 36%. The average score is 37, so I didn't do quite as bad as I thought. 54 out of 150. Let's see. Jared Washburn, Ramon Ortiz, Jared Weaver, Kenny Rogers. I should have got that one. Millwood, Padilla, Helling, Chano Park, Blanton, Moyer is the one I should have got. Pinero, Gilmesh, Westbrook, Carmona, Paul Bird. Yeah, there's even common names in here, like Weaver I should have come up with. Kyle Loesch, Chin-Ming Wong. That was the other one for the Yankees. I would have never come up with that. Aaron Cook, AJ Burnett. That's one I forgot. Brad Penny. Tomooka Al Leiter. Wow. John Maine. Of course, the guy, the state that I frickin' live in. I didn't get him. I didn't get anybody from Philly. Cole Hamels. What the hell, man? Alright, I don't even want to keep looking at the answers. If you guys played along, let me know how you did in the comments down below. And of course, like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. I am thoroughly embarrassed. This is easily the worst I've done on any of these quizzes. Hopefully I will turn that. I'm definitely going to turn that around on the next one. So make sure you guys come on back for that. Maybe I should get away from baseball or something. I don't know. Or just this one the quiz for me. But that's all I got for this one. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me make a fool of myself. And we'll see you again on another one real soon. Have a good night.